being attacked. Like it is being attacked. Like you cannot be. It's like everything about being a man. Let's talk bad about it. Everything about being a woman is supported, is uplifted. You know what I mean?
And we need both, man.
And that. I ain't gonna go.
Even another commercial I saw. It was a shaving commercial for men, like that advertises the men.
The Gillette. You talking about the
Gillette?
Gillette
commercial.
Oh, there
It's
you go, the Gillette. That's been a controversy.
A girl walked by, two dudes right there, and one dude like, yo, I like that, and then bro, like that's not cool, bro.
You ain't supposed to like that. Welcome back, part 2.
Yes, sir.
Told y'all might be back. What's going on? Welcome back to the FMF podcast. My name is Giovanni.
This your boy Paul.
And I'm Trayvon.
And hey, we back with part 2 when it comes to this. Yeah.
And we can't forget we got special guest Keith
I
back
got
with us.
I got to make sure I introduce him right.
Yeah. Okay, all right, my bad.
He a guest, so we got to
make
make sure they already know who we are. I'm going to make sure I bring them out
I know
right.
they saw part 1. They couldn't
Exactly.
predict you.
Hey.
Exactly. So
He came out swinging,
Toxic
right?
Masculinity, it was good for the first part, so we had to bring him back for the second one, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, he been working out with us, man. He been doing his thing. He always on the road back and forth with his, his career, but he always has time to come out to our free session Sundays, and he makes time for this podcast. So I really want to, give him a good introduction. He's my guy right here, man. He's my boy, Marquise. What's going on, boss?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Marquis Smith.
hey.
You want to know who I am? Watch the first video.
Oh,
Yeah.
he came out right with it. Oh, I don't mind. So.
Let's go.
We're gonna tap in. I'm gonna let my boy Trey come in because I'm gonna get my thoughts together to finish up this toxic masculinity. Well, so we're gonna dive in first because the first one was real serious.
All right, so the last time where we left off at, we was talking about giving the woman something to submit to, right?
Yeah, we was there. Yep.
And I wanna open that up. I wanna touch on that. Right? So when you talk about masculinity, you want to give a woman something to submit to. Does your masculinity have to outweigh the others in order for you to lead them?
What do you mean others? As far as like the women or the men?
Whoever's following. I'm talking about both. I want to open it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't touch on the giving a woman something to submit to, but this goes into that category. So I want to open it up a little bit. I want to, does your masculinity have to outweigh somebody else's for you to lead them?
Within your kingdom, like your village, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And when I put down as far as village, I mean around maybe like your girl, your lady, whoever you with. Of course, in these day and times, you gotta be specific with that.
Your partner.
Yeah, your partner. Yes.
Significant other.
But when it comes to like with us, no, that goes out the window because it's not about you being masculine just with your friends. I mean, your lady or your partner has to know that you masculine. I think that's the only round that it goes into. It shouldn't go with a bunch of dudes because we know that we ain't trying to outweigh each other. We can work together when it comes to the masculinity. I don't think so. I think when it goes to the women, yeah, your woman has to know to show that you're masculine, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your friends and stuff, no, I don't think so.
What you think, Paul?
I want you to elaborate on that topic a little bit more before I chime in.
Okay.
So my thoughts on this, how I came up with that question is, right, we talked about masculinity and I started paying attention to it a little bit more in depth around everything, right? So I have female managers. I think a leadership is a masculine role. Can we agree with that?
Yeah.
I think leadership is a masculine role. So when I pay attention to these females in a masculine role of leadership or management, because most managers are not leaders, but when you put them in a leadership position, I'm looking at them and they are, now it's you do what I say, and they lead out of emotion. Not saying that all females do that, but these ones lead out of emotion.
Okay.
So but it's certain men there because it's a male environment. It's a male dominated environment that like certain men, they don't bring that same energy towards, and that's because it's only 3 of us. We are more masculine than the bunch. So I would say that your masculinity does have to outweigh the others in order for you to lead them in certain aspects. It's
Okay, now I see what you're saying. Okay.
It's in whatever area that you're leading in. Like, say for instance, you lead with the fitness. You're more experienced in it,
Right.
and you're dominant with it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to follow your leadership when it comes to the fitness. You know something. So it's not that I'm weak. It's not that I'm, feminine.
Right.
But your masculinity is up there. I'm gonna follow your leadership
Okay.
behind your fitness. Same with you with your finances. I'm gonna follow your leadership. I think your masculinity has to outweigh the others in order for them to follow you in a certain aspect, whatever they're following you behind.
I don't think that has nothing to do with the masculinity,
All
though.
right, come on.
I think it's more so expertise.
Yeah, expertise and leadership. No, you're right. You can go and feed into it. I don't think it has anything to do with the
But
masculinity.
I think where the masculinity does, somebody could be an expert in something, but if they don't come across confident,
if they're
You
not,
could be a weak leader.
yeah,
then
you know
you're
what I'm
not a
saying?
leader. Then
So
you're not a leader.
I
I'm
get-
not gonna follow a weak person. Your masculinity has to be up there. You have to be strong.
But you combine the leadership with masculinity. How is it? Because some people are masculine as crap, but they don't want to lead nothing.
They still
I
are
don't know.
going to be a leader. If they're masculine as crap, somebody's watching them and they're imitating their move. They're still leading, even if they don't take on a leadership role. Like me at work,
Okay.
as this example, I'm the leader there. I'm not the manager, but people rather listen to me than anybody.
and you don't even try to lead.
And I don't even try to
Yeah.
lead.
Then why in this world now a lot of feminine people are leaders?
Who are leaders that are feminine? I'm not following nobody that's feminine. Not that feminine energy. You have to tap into your masculine energy for somebody to follow, for another
Ooh,
masculine.
this is a good time.
No,
I like
no,
this. This is a good debate
no,
right
because
here.
a lot of people, because when it comes to a lot of, sometimes when it comes to the politics, I don't like even touching that stuff. Some of the
Right.
moves becoming a feminine moves. They do.
Okay.
They don't be masculine. They just be soft. They want to tend. Oh, you can do this. Oh, we can do that. Everything is okay. You don't have to do this. There's no wrong. There's no nothing. That's a feminine way. No, a
That-
masculine be like,
But
no, you're
that
wrong.
Could be that could
That
be
could be their
real
marketing.
leadership.
Of being
That could
weak?
They don't view
That
it as
could be
weak.
their marketing.
They don't
man.
view it as weak,
It
and the
is.
people that follow them don't view it as weak.
Because look at all right. So for me, so we're all dominant male figures.
Yeah.
We're all aggressive, but we're aggressive towards different things. We're aggressive towards our goals, but we're not coming off as bitch. You better da da da. You know what I'm saying? But we're aggressive, so that aggressiveness can come out in different ways. I think. And like you said, you don't tap into the politics because you see the femininity in these people.
A whole
And
bunch.
it's like, all right,
Everybody
so you're
gets
not
a medal.
following them.
Everybody gets a medal. Everybody
so,
wins.
So you're not following them,
I ain't got no choice to follow if I'm in this country.
but you're not following them.
Yeah.
I ain't got no
Not
choice but to
actively.
do it.
But you're not following
actively-
them. You're not actively like it's like, all right, so
I get what you're saying.
they're in that position, cool.
Yeah.
And
That's just a position.
That's just a position.
That's like if you got a manager at work, right? And you don't believe in nothing they doing, but because you work at that job and you don't want to get fired, you still do what they
Exactly.
say.
That means you following a feminine way that you can't do nothing about it.
you're not
But there's-
following them.
If you don't follow, you get fired, right?
You're not following them. You're paying attention to the rules or something of that matter.
The rules doing the following.
That's not following. It's like, all right, I know what I need to do in order to not get fired. I know what I need to do in my realm. You know what I'm saying? But you're still following yourself. You're still within yourself. It's like I'm doing what I gotta do in order to do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. We're going on a tangent. Okay, all right, because we get passionate about one level and we're supposed to be going to the toxic masculinity. We're supposed to go on the toxic. We
Does
so,
your masculinity have to outweigh the others in order for you to lead? I think whatever aspect that you're leading in, you do have to outweigh the others in masculinity.
And also, people out there watching, put down in the comment section what y'all think.
Yes,
Exactly.
Because we definitely want to hear.
Plus, we're going to leave off on the tangent.
It
on
seems
this
like we got
because-
2 and 2 over here on this one.
Are we still live on there?
Nah,
I'm live on FMF.
that's why.
Oh, okay, you got it.
Yeah.
So, let's jump back to the toxic because toxic masculinity because obviously it don't make no sense to none of us. Yes, I said it.
Hey,
It's toxic.
here.
So I
Hey,
want to
here,
get back
piece
on
it.
that. I want to really because you really tapped on it real hard, and I liked how you did that. You ain't hold back your opinion or anything like that. And I apologize for even standing back, even not giving my full perspective on it and being honest about it. So I apologize to y'all because that's not how we do this podcast.
Right.
Don't have it.
Honestly, I'm gonna look right in the camera. Ain't no such thing as toxic masculinity. I don't think so.
After doing this,
Uh-huh.
I don't believe so either.
Thank you.
Cause we getting
The
nowhere.
reason why I say that, I have to give y'all a reason.
Yeah.
I've never seen that a man could be so in his element and be so manly and be a leader that you come to a point that is saying that it's toxic.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. Honestly, this world was built on really strong and masculine men that knew they were leaders. They knew what they had to do. They ain't just say yes to everything.
Right.
They said no. They knew to say that things were wrong. They knew they had a vision. They were masculine. They was in a masculine frame. So if you come to a point when they say it's too toxic, that you're saying that all these great inventions that are toxic because they were thinking on another realm. They were being in their element of being masculine. So when we come to the frame, that thinking that if you're being manly in this world and you're being who you're built to be, and you want to make it toxic, no, that doesn't make any sense. That means you're being an alpha. It means you're being strong, because there's no such thing as you being a toxic feminine.
Right.
Femininity, is that say it right? I can't see. That don't even make sense. I say it right.
I think that's
There's no such thing. I never met a woman that's so in her element of being feminine that she's just too toxic.
It's toxic.
You're just too woman for me.
You just,
Does that make sense to you?
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense to you?
yeah.
You oh gosh, you made some dinner. You cleaned up. Oh, you too toxic for me. You too
yeah,
woman for me.
I can't handle
you too
this.
Yeah. But you coming around to say it's toxic for a man to be too strong? No, that makes no sense.
I think
nah.
when it comes to this, when you label the masculinity as toxic, you make the man question the masculinity. And once you start questioning your masculinity, you start dwindling back. And that's exactly the problem with the social constructs, is they're promoting and diminishing the masculinity in the everyday man, and black men especially. So I don't see it as toxic masculinity. The person could be toxic. Some traits could be toxic, sure. But as far as the masculinity, no.
No, you can't. No, there's no such thing. Not at all.
I wanted to touch on the fact of how we gotta work together.
Yeah.
Everything we got going on right now is meant to divide people. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Everything is meant to divide the toxic masculinity, feminist. Everything is meant to divide instead of us coming together and appreciating the essence of us. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
The essence of a woman.
Seems
The
like everything
essence
about
of a
a man
man.
is
You know what I'm
bad,
saying? And I really feel like, and what I wanted to kind of dive in on is, like, from my perspective, I feel like all of this started way back from slavery, separating families. And you come up to the 50s and 60s. You know, and in the 70s and 80s when they put drugs in to our society, take the men out the household.
Hey,
now the
we're
woman
gonna take care of you.
Exactly.
Now you got your independence. Now you got your hey, let's give you the
welfare.
Let's give you the child support. And now it's a standard. Now it's a standard to hey, even if y'all still together, go get child support. And it's like, nah, bro. Like, he's supposed to be there to support the child. And then you take the man out of the community, they had a child, and he's locked up for however many years.
And the woman got to do what she got to do.
She got to do what she got to do.
Exactly. And then when that bulls in, and then a man comes
back.
in,
Yeah.
it's like, I'm going to take over.
Right.
You're being too toxic.
Right.
No, I'm being who I'm supposed to be. What you
Exactly.
mean?
And not only that, what it does is the children grow up and watch that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? The children
And
grow
then
up
they imitate.
and the young ladies see their mom, they had to go out here and work 2 and 3 jobs to provide for the family. So now in their brain they figure like, that's what I gotta do. It won't no man around.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now we look at this situation, or you got the young boy that's in the household with the mom. He don't see that male role model.
Right.
Yeah.
That teach him the strength and the character of a man. And now it's dwindling around, especially in the black community.
Especially.
Where, you know, the government, they locked us up for weed. And now
we free.
Now it's legal, and we still got people in jail for
pull out
weed.
the blunt right now.
You know what I'm saying?
Locked up for weed, bro.
They not giving people,
Well,
giving people
that's some
records.
states. We in Virginia. Some states is
They
still
ain't let 'em
There's
out.
only
though.
a few more.
Who they let out?
No, he talking about legalized.
Legalized,
weed.
yeah. I was gonna make sure.
You talking
We in
about-
Virginia, so some states are a little bit different. Y'all do y'all research. Don't just walk out and just smoke.
But
2,
even
3
though they
blunts.
legalized, they don't see where they, took away somebody's sentence because of something that they legalized.
Exactly.
It's still bullshit.
Take it out their record, all
Take
of
it
that
off.
stuff. And then you got the 3-strike rule, so or you get a felony. Now people
Facts,
can't go out
facts.
here and
Get
get
a job.
jobs.
They
Now
make it
it
so
hit their
hard for you.
masculinity. So I want to touch on, like, when we talk about toxic masculinity and being a man and stuff like that, it's not an attack on women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's
Nothing
not
wrong
a-
with that, man.
Right.
We're not attacking women. We
At all.
understand a lot of women had to do what they had to do.
Right.
But we talking about, as a man, taking your place in the household. working together as a family, you know what I'm saying, as a community.
They're trying to make masculinity an outsider.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We like it's a new breed. It's like, oh, what's going on? Who's that? It's
Exactly.
like coming out of nowhere. What you think, Keith?
I don't like.
I ain't even like, I ain't even
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah,
I'm
we
sorry,
go
Keith.
on.
We a taco
we
with
going
special
in,
guest,
bro. We
man.
going in. Come
You
on,
gave
man.
us the file, man, from last time, man.
Right, don't be
Yeah.
quiet, bro.
It's
Come
all,
on.
no, it's all good. I think y'all hit on a lot of points.
Uh-huh.
Going back to what Trey said about in order to be a leader, do you have to have more masculinity than the other?
Yeah,
I would hope so. In your
area.
in your relationships.
Yeah.
I don't think necessarily you have to be more masculine. You know, if you say in the business world, you know, like you brought up the example of G leading us
Yeah,
in fitness.
Yeah.
He is a very alpha, you know, very masculine guy, but I don't think just because he's the expert on fitness makes him more masculine than you are. How do you measure that? How do you really measure that just by expertise? You know what I'm saying?
True.
And on the other hand, I really do think the infrastructure in the world is going to shit.
Oh,
Tell him.
damn. Which part?
I'm not trying to offend anybody, but I feel like the more feminine the world is getting, the worse the world is getting.
Ooh, say that again for the people in the back.
The more feminine the world is getting, the worse the world is getting.
And
I'm
that's
not saying
negative.
I'm not saying like women. That's not saying women be masculine. No, that's we trying to get off of that. But I think there is an agenda to soften this up.
Yes.
And just keep us down. Like if
Like I saw the new Amazon commercial, bro. I couldn't stand it. They was like, it was playing on Rapunzel. It was a black Rapunzel.
yeah.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
And then it was like, at the end, it was like she was supposed to be finding her prince. Prince for what? And it was like, whatever. She made her hair in.
What was that? That's new.
Yeah. And I was like, that is awful.
I got a question though.
That is
Oh,
awful.
break us up.
I got a question on that. Do you think it's feminizing it or trying to depopulate? Or do you think it's like both?
I think it's.
What you mean depopulate?
I mean, by feminizing, of course, depopulation is gonna follow.
Yeah.
Oh, so like stop making kids.
Yeah, you got dudes not liking
Because
Certain
they're
communities.
gonna take us out in some
Women
type
not
of
liking
way,
dudes
man.
anymore.
We're attacked, right?
Yeah.
We're the most attacked. We got the biggest target on our back as black men. They're gonna come at us in so many different ways. So many different ways, man. And that's why we can conquer the world with the support of the right woman. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A feminine energy could boost that masculine who can go out here and conquer the world, man.
Hey, yo, let's touch. We gotta tap into that. I'm gonna do this episode. We gotta tap into that.
What, the
that first,
depopulation?
man. No, as far as the
targeted.
glue that puts together a correct masculine man is that feminine energy.
Yes.
It does something to your body. Like it really does. I can't explain it. Like when you
spirit,
get
man.
Let me
around
tell
it,
y'all
It's
something.
a spirit,
Let me
man.
tell y'all
it
something.
does.
When a man get feminine energy from a woman,
It's
Ooh.
like
it's nothing like it,
Ain't
yo.
nothing
It's
like
not
it.
like a superhero.
We're
like,
not
oh.
attacking women, yo.
Yeah.
That's the thing that keep getting misconstrued. It's not an
Yeah.
attack on women.
Because
Right.
I
We
need
think y'all
I,
beautiful,
first,
we
I need
amazing,
it. I need it.
and we want to
Love you,
protect y'all.
ladies.
But y'all don't want protection from us
Right.
now. You know what
Y'all
I'm
say
saying?
a man for what?
Y'all don't want
You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
want us
Yeah.
to provide no more.
Yeah.
So we trying to get back into our role so we can support y'all better. You
Facts.
know what I'm saying?
I
So
was talking about that the other day. It's like
Yeah.
when you get around that feminine, it's just like I'm focused.
Yeah.
And I don't have to worry about
Clear.
certain things.
I'm
It's like
good.
everything clear. I know I have a bigger purpose. I know what I got to take care of now.
Yeah.
I got a different future now because I got to work a little bit harder. It's like my spiritual together. I can pray better. My stress level is down because some of the stuff that I need to stress on and work on, she already handled that junk. It's like it's like she took it over. So it's
right.
like the space in my brain for that is like focus on what's the new YouTube channel, or I gotta put my money
What
in
is it?
more
What's the next
investments.
thing?
Strength
I
and
gotta,
femininity.
it's like
Yes.
it's like
It's-
I'm here.
there
It's
you
like
go.
everything
It's
is
strengthening.
blinded.
It's strength and femininity.
Yeah.
And shout out to Rebuilding Men. We just had a meeting
Yeah.
on intimate relationships yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And
Yep.
we covered that the feminine energy is the backbone, it's the support.
Absolutely.
The masculine energy is the leadership, is the execution.
Yeah.
Those are in sync.
yes,
Let's-
puzzle pieces.
That's
yo.
that's the link that we're missing here. Y'all
Right.
think that it's one or the other. We need both.
Absolutely.
I need your feminine
Yes.
energy. It feeds me. It feeds the spirit. I need that. And with that, I'm light. Now I can take whatever. I can face
Absolutely.
all of the rejection that comes with trying to start a business and new beginnings that we touched on. I can face, all of the looks. I could face the racism. I could face the hate. I could face everything because I got your feminine energy behind me. That support ain't nothing like it, man.
Behind every great man The great woman, bro.
Tell 'em.
Or they was trying to get the attention of a woman.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? When you look at like Alexander the Great, a lot of the conquerors, they was trying to take over stuff for women.
Yeah, man.
To show their strength to a woman.
Yeah.
Do you believe we made the world this way to better the woman? The way we civilize the world?
To better provide.
Yeah.
To better provide, bro.
I think it was built upon that, man. I don't think way back in the day, I think people started inventing stuff. He was like, man, if I do that, I could probably get this girl.
Yeah.
It's like in a sense, it's like, oh yeah. It's like if I do this, she'll really like me if I did this. I promise you, man. In the back of his head, he's like,
Baby, what you think about this?
if I make this money, I can get her. If I make this, I can do this. I promise you. And that little percentage, like, yo, if I do this, so we need that, bro.
Yeah.
Like facts, man.
And real quick, I want to get back to Keith because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I wanted to
Sure
just ask that question about that.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Oh no, it was just we was talking about depopulation.
What time we got on this jump?
Does the world becoming more feminine lead to depopulation? And you said you do think it does. And then we kind of got off in another tangent.
I do think it does, but at the same time, people have babies like every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not as
But
much
them
as they
babies-
used to though.
Not as much as we
Bro,
used to.
are the men growing up to in a masculine frame to be masculine?
No, because
For the most part.
No,
I
bro.
think it's like 70% of us grow up with just our mothers in our life.
Good
Yeah.
percentage, exactly.
You know,
And it's- yeah.
So yeah, maybe not as much, but yeah, there's definitely a depopulation aspect to, you know, the infrastructure being ripped apart between masculine man, feminine woman coming together to be.
Yes, man.
And it's essentially showed that in
Yes.
a two-parent household, the kid grows up has a better chance of being successful in life.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's just down. That's why you just need both. You're not saying just because it's just one, just because the female's a single parent is a bad thing.
Right.
No, we need her too. We need both. It's
Right.
the both.
And
Right.
one's not greater than the other.
It's
You
not.
know,
That's the
I know-
bad
I-
side. Nobody's better than the other. We'll get that clear. Nobody's better than the other. We just
Right.
need both.
We need
And
both.
like you don't
And-
understand, you need both.
And we brought this up because the masculinity is being attacked. It
And I
is
I don't know why.
It's being attacked. Like it is being attacked. Like you cannot be. It's like everything about being a man. Let's talk bad about it. Everything about being a woman is supported, is uplifted. You know what I mean?
And we need both, man.
And that. I ain't gonna go.
Even another commercial I
You better
saw.
stop.
It was a shaving commercial for men, like that advertised to men.
The Gillette? You talking about the
yeah,
Gillette?
commercial.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there
It's
you go, the Gillette. That's been a
A
controversy.
girl walked by, two dudes right there, and one dude like, yo, I like that, and then bro, like that's not cool, bro.
You ain't supposed to like it?
We're not
What you-
supposed to approach no more.
Like, damn,
Come on, man. See, that's what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying. Like
That got a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
Like a
should.
whole lot. Gillette got in trouble for that junk.
Yeah.
Like a while. Yeah.
Like we that's what I'm saying. It's attacked, and if you're not paying attention to it, or if you're just supporting the feminine side, then you're a part of that attack. All right, you gotta pay attention. Like you gotta realize what's actually happening. What are you really saying when there's toxic masculinity? What are you really trying to get at?
Put in the comments, man.
Yeah,
I gotta know. I
Like,
gotta know.
Take away the masculinity, what you have. How are we gonna? What's the stability?
I
What's the
don't know.
balance?
It's in my blood. I don't know how to not to be. I don't know what else to be
bro?
but be masculine. I don't know what else to do.
What's gonna happen? We're gonna collapse everywhere. Everything is gonna collapse. We're gonna be susceptible to being taken over, thrown over, wherever you are, whatever it is. It's gonna get high. Like okay.
Exactly.
So
That's like switch up to a woman. If I went to a young lady and acted feminine and came over and been like, hi, I like your hair, and
in a
and I like your
feminine
toes,
way, 'cause
and like, hey, how you doing?
I do that, but that's in
They'll
a
be
masculine
like,
way.
they'll be like, man, if you don't get away from me,
Right. I do that, but
easily.
it's in a
It's
masculine
funny
way.
you said that. You know how there's a lot of women nowadays like to say, oh, I'll
Yeah.
submit to a man when he gives me something
Yeah.
to submit to.
Yeah.
Oh
What do-
man, we already talked. Yeah.
What would
what
I
we
sound
needed.
like if I come up to a woman like I'm masculine, but I'm feminine until a woman gives me something to be masculine?
Yeah,
about?
I'm not
Exactly.
opening no
That shit
doors.
don't even
I'm
sound
not
right.
gonna defend you.
That shit don't even sound
Right.
I'm not. If somebody come through the house, I'm not gonna fight them. You get up and go fight them
Right.
until you
Until
prove.
you show me.
Until you prove.
Tear my
Show me
ass
your
like
If you're
feminine
feminine,
appreciate.
I'm not gonna be masculine.
I ain't gonna do
you open
shit.
every door. You take out all the trash. I don't do nothing that's
Know what I'm
manly or
saying?
masculine until you show that you feminine.
I ain't even gonna
That
have
would
a
look
deep voice.
crazy.
Yeah.
That'd
I
be
ain't
like,
even gonna have a deep
that makes
voice
no
for you.
sense. All right then.
Not gonna have a deep voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not
I'ma
gonna
take
do
everything
voice.
away.
I'm not gonna do none of that
Know
until
what
you
I'm
show that
saying?
feminine. That would be crazy.
We are
Can't get
we,
no dick until you show me you feminine.
We look crazy.
We as a people, especially black people, we're already fighting. We
Yes,
come out,
man,
we
come
come
on.
out the womb fighting.
Come on,
Yeah.
man.
But like G was saying, when you have that feminine person at home, when she's not adding another battle for you to fight
Right.
in the war,
It's
Man,
like
you can focus on what's in front of
focus,
You
bro.
can
you. You know,
get
when you're not
all
fighting a
of
war
that.
on two fronts,
Oh,
it
You
makes
can
life
get
easier.
through all
It
of
do,
that,
man. You multitask. There's so many things on your brain.
You
You
can
gotta
do
fight
so
That's
on.
I hope y'all caught
much.
that, yo.
You
That's
don't
wild.
understand. It's powerful, bro.
With the support of a
Yeah, they'll get it
They'll
later.
get it later.
Watch on the replay.
the masculine energy with the support of the feminine energy can conquer the
That shit hit me, bro.
You're unstoppable when you have those two in sync, bro. You're unstoppable when you have those two in sync. It's like inevitable. It's amazing. And if you're searching for that, like, keep your eye open to it. Don't just be on one side or the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Keep your eye open to it. Because as a masculine figure, you need that feminine energy behind you. Ain't nothing like it, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you from
support it, man.
experience,
I was by myself. I'm
Support
trying
it.
to tell you, I'm in my third decade and seeing the difference,
Yeah.
man. I've
Yeah.
done so much in a year.
I've seen it from him.
Right.
Once he
I've
got
been friends
locked
with him
in,
about 6-7 years.
once he got locked in,
It's
I
like-
mean, it just was like,
I don't have to worry about so much stuff,
Everything
man.
just started flowing.
Everything connects.
Yeah.
It's a different feeling. So that goes out to the men, and we're gonna top into the men. The men, don't be like that. Don't think all the time you can be an island that you can just go on the rest of your life and not have that person beside you, because there is a cap to it. I really believe there's a cap to it.
Yeah.
There's always so much that you can get to in the level in corporate and finance, anything like that. And you think that you can get to the highest that you can get to, sometimes you need that extra push. It'll push you past that cap. Make it
Absolutely.
sky's the
And it-
limit. I really feel that way, man.
the
I
thing
really
about
do.
it is that push is not forceful either.
It's not.
It's not forceful either. Like for me, I'm gonna speak from experience, because a lot of strong women feel as though a lot of strong women feel as though the support for us is like, well, you better be, and I ain't gonna be sitting around and you da da da, and it's like, yo, like that's not helping me. The real, like the feminine energy, the support is, I know you got it, and you rub my back, and it's like,
Ain't nothing
yo,
like it in the
ain't
world.
nothing like what can I do for you here so that you, when you go out there, it's alleviated. That ain't nothing. It's gonna elevate you.
So
And we'll
much
go to
power.
war for you, yo.
And I'm telling you.
We'll bend over backwards.
Can't nobody
when
look
y'all
at
give
you.
when y'all give us that energy, we y'all's forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we locked in. We
Facts.
locked in, man.
What do you think, Keith? What do you think,
And
Keith?
to the
before we
ladies,
close out?
to the women out there, stop expecting a man to have it all figured out when you meet him.
Ooh.
Hello.
Like especially
Keith be spitting.
especially
Oh my God.
Hello.
especially if you don't have it all
Hello.
figured out. Like, you know, a man approach you, don't just shut him down.
He always giving up.
Figure out what he's talking about. Don't look at what he got. Focus on where he's headed to and where he wants
Yes,
to head
his
to.
purpose.
See where
And
you
see
can
if
fit
that fits
into.
you.
Be like, what can I
Yeah.
help with?
Don't everybody don't have it figured out when you meet them. Not unless you Oprah. Like,
Y'all don't want to
Oprah
build,
didn't have
man.
it all figured out at
No, she
first.
You
didn't.
know what I'm saying?
She did.
Y'all got to be willing to build. We're
That man
building
ain't
here.
I
If a
don't,
man-
I don't
look,
know, man. Shit.
When a
Oprah
man,
ain't left.
hey, look,
What
Oprah
time
got
we
all
at? We
that
at
money,
close.
you coulda
I don't wanna
left.
give y'all too much.
when a
Beyonce,
man
Jay-Z.
go ahead and build everything on his own, he feels like, what do I need you for? So if
Good
you're
call.
looking for the person that, when you're looking for the person that has it all, they're not much going to figure out or feel that they're going to need you. You should be looking for somebody to build with.
Absolutely.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
And if you want to build and you want a man to lead, then you're gonna have to get on his program at some point.
Exactly.
You're not gonna be the leader. It's not gonna be about you all the
Facts.
time.
Yeah, we couldn't
time.
even fit this all in here, man. But
Damn.
let y'all run up. Like, we almost hit 30 minutes, but I appreciate y'all. We might get a part 3. You never know.
Right.
Thank you again for tuning into our FMF
Yes.
podcast.
Yes,
we really
man.
appreciate it, man. Make sure
Yes.
y'all subscribe
Make
and
sure y'all
like.
subscribe.
All our social links gonna be in the description,
description.
down low. Y'all any questions, comments, y'all let us know. And if y'all have any topics that y'all want us to hit,
Let us
hey,
know.
we open to it, man. Like I said, none of our social medias are blocked.
Yeah.
Y'all be good. Y'all have the rest of y'all day.
Respond to the DMs, ladies. You don't know.
Man. Oh Lord. Y'all be good, man.
You